Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Cagesiders. Jeremy Long, along with the coach, Angelo Reyes, and we're joined in studio right now by a very special guest, the uncrowned champion.
He was the IBF 147
I think he
pound
still
champion.
should be.
And I 100% agree, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shawn Porter, who I want to say, I honestly believe he beat Thurman. I know the 3 judges scored it against my man. I 100% believe you beat Thurman. Thank you for joining us in studio.
You know what's crazy, man, is I went out there and I just did what I wanted to do that entire fight. I felt like I controlled the action. I controlled the ring. Goes on from there. They didn't call my name as the winner. The scores were, in my opinion, kind of outrageous. Turn around and Danny Garcia doesn't put up quite as much of a fight as I put up, and I think that Keith Thurman wins a split decision, you know. So I don't know, man. You just gotta take it on the chin sometimes and keep it moving. You know.
Well, I think if you guys do that rematch, we should definitely do it in the West Coast.
I
got nothing against the East Coast, but I'm just saying, man.
Me neither, man. The next fight's in Brooklyn as well. You know, I love the Barclays Center. Unbelievable venue. I love fighting there. I love going to the fights there. But at the same time, I moved out here for a reason. That's to make a name for myself in boxing. And here in the mecca of boxing, Las Vegas.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit because you're a part of so many of the local things here, like the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, for example. Are we going to see you this year on that event?
They're growing, man. Every year it gets bigger and better. I love going to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame events. Anytime they have me kind of like on speed dial or something like that. Anytime they have an event going on, I do my best to be a part of it. And I definitely enjoy going to the Hall of Fame. I get to meet the best boxers in the world, some of my favorite fighters in the world. Marvin Hagler was there a few years ago, met him. So yeah, I will definitely be at the event this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just had Michelle Corrales-Lewis in studio here. Always a great event. And their tickets are on sale. Just another plug for them.
But, you know, the crazy thing to me is this is, again, the mecca of boxing has been for as long as anyone can remember. You know, let's say 70 years, just to be on the safe side. And they're just now coming, bringing that Nevada Hall of Fame ceremony here and everything like that. It should be, like I said, it's growing every year. And in a few years, they're doing a terrific job with the program. In a few years, this boxing Hall of Fame here that we have in Nevada should be one of the biggest Hall of Fames in the world. You think about all of the names who have come through here as fighters, even judges and referees, they're all being inducted, they're all being recognized, and slowly but surely this will be definitely one of the biggest Hall of Fames in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now you mentioned, moving out here into this mecca and everything. What has that done? Can you kind of describe to us what that's done for your training and just your whole attitude toward, the sport?
I love it, man. My dad told me a long time ago when we were moving out here. He says, boxing has to be your day job and your night job, meaning it doesn't rest and you can't rest either. So of course we pay attention to our rest and our work as well. But moving out here, boxing really has become somewhat of a 24/7 job for me. And even when I'm not training, it's very easy for me to get out to the bigger boxing events, even with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I didn't even know that was going to be here when I moved here. And they found out that I was here, invited me to one event, and it just kind of snowballed for myself and my team as well. So we always look forward to supporting any boxing event that's going on here. A lot of the big fights, Kovalev and Ward, I'm able to make it. I made it to the first one. I'm excited for the second one, So there's just a number of events that come out here, and I'm just very fortunate and blessed to be a part of them. And on top of all that, there's really no distractions for me out here.
Now you're here based now. Is your gym open to the public, or is it a private gym that you're doing for you, kind of like what Conor McGregor
It really
did?
It still is a private training facility for myself, the Porter High Performance Center, Paradise, and Sahara. We have fans that come around every time, all the time, and we'll either invite them in or we'll just take pictures with them, things like that. So anyone that feels that that they are pushed away because it's a private gym, you're not at all. Please come out. We'll hang out with you. We'll let you take a look at what I'm doing in the gym. We just had a few fans that were walking by. My dad invited them in, and this is the last week of camp. Nobody gets in on camp, but that's how we are as people.
That's awesome.
We treat everyone like they're they're the same, like we're all the same, and we try to share the love.
No, that's awesome, and I love the dynamic between your dad and yourself. I remember seeing this young man from the amateurs on. He was in the amateurs when Anna Hulton was in the amateurs, and we would all watch Shawn all the time, you know, winning his thing there. And then his dad was always this key figure in his life the whole way through. And then they went through Wildcard Gym when we were there. And then now being here, I want to ask you and kind of let the fans know, what is that like to have had your dad be your trainer, but be your dad this whole time?
You know, you don't realize it, but how special it is. You know, for a long time, my dad trained other fighters for a long time. They would always tell me, "Listen to that man. That man is smart. He'll take you places." And I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I didn't really understand it. You know what I mean?
Dad. Yeah.
I'm 29 now. When it really started to click for me, I was probably about 23 or 24. And I'm realizing that this man that's always on my neck, this man that's always behind me, anytime I turn left or right, is really watching out for me, is really protecting me, and is really giving me his all every day, all day, every day, you know? So it's really is an unbelievable relationship that we have. You know, we have our times where we don't want to see, well, I probably don't want to see him. He always wants to see me. But we probably, you know, we have those moments where, you know, we're training and it's like just an okay day. But, you know, we always have those moments where we can look in each other's eyes and realize that we're both doing the same thing for one another. And we're really just out for one another to have each other's back at the end of the day.
Man, and this is what I was telling you when we were going to get Shawn Porter in our studio. You could feel the love from the guy, you know? Like, he's such a positive individual. You know, for me, Shawn...
I think he's the only guy that smiles more than you do.
It's crazy, right?
Right.
Now, Shawn, for me, in watching your style, I kind of compare you to how Aaron Pryor used to fight. Just perpetual motion, throwing all the time. You don't care if you get hit. You just come back even harder.
I'll stop you right there. I care when I get hit.
Oh, okay, all right. But,
Team Porter cares.
Okay.
We
don't
care when I get hit.
You show no weakness at all. When
I don't know, man. It's just it's a part of me. It's who I am. I've grown up doing this sport. Started training when I was 5. And just competing when I was 8, and I've been doing it ever since. You know what I mean? So, like I tell people all the time, man, I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of rats. You know, if a cockroach was to crawl across this glass right here, I'm like,
that's up the devil.
I have to recognize what it is. You know what I mean? But you know, people all the time say, man, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you get hit and yada yada yada. I'm like, I was never taught to be scared to be hit. You know what I mean? That's always was second nature for me.
Right.
You know, you punch and you move out of the way. Sometimes you don't move quick enough. Sometimes you don't move far enough. You know, but in those moments where you don't move quick enough or far enough, you just gotta get ready to go and get back in there and do what you gotta do to do what we all go out there to do, which is win.
That's awesome. That's what he's gonna be doing April 22nd.
April 22nd, man. You wanna call it? You gonna win?
Showtime
Guarantee?
Shawn Porter versus Andre Berto. Again, another very anticipated fight that I'm just privileged and blessed to be a part of. I know I'm going to go out there and do my thing. We've been working hard for a long time. Looking forward to it. I don't like to make predictions except to say that I will be winning that fight, and I'll be moving on to.
A rematch?
Rematch.
There you go.
Keith Thurman for that WBC title.
There you go. I can't wait. Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining us. We really do appreciate it. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to have more on the show. Showtime Shawn Porter, right? All right, we'll see you right after this break. We're the Cagesiders.